Okay, so today what we're going to do is a second phase for lumbar pain, lumbar problems, and it's more after the initial sharp pains have disappeared and reduced, and it's about strengthening the area. Okay, a lot of back pain comes from weakness as well. So what we're going to start doing is activating what's called the transverse abdominis muscle, which is the interior support of the spine. And the best way to do that is just put your fingers, flat fingers here on the inside of the bone part of the pelvis, just there, and then let your belly relax so it goes outwards, all right? From there, what you're going to do is just bring your belly in a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 centimeters. And you should feel under your finger this muscle tighten and bulge, okay? And that's enough. That's all the tension you need to have in that muscle to switch on this transverse abdominis muscle. At the same time, what it does is switches on what's called the multifida muscle in the spine. And these are tiny sensor muscles that are really important for knowing what's happening with the low back. And they can deteriorate rapidly if they're not activating properly. So this is the way to activate all of that and get the spine working better. This is what you need to do also when you start strengthening the low back. You need to activate this before you do these exercises. Okay, so you can literally just do activation, relax, activation, relax. Do 30 of those. Okay. If that's easy and that's going fine, then you can start working more on the global muscles as well. So we're going to start with what's called Superman on your all fours. From here, you can start by raising one arm and then looking up and opening the chest at the same time. And then breathing a couple of breaths here. Come back to neutral. Do the other side as well. Back to neutral. Make sure when you lift up that you're not collapsing down. Okay, that you've got this switched on here, and that it's all stable. Okay, so nice and stable, like nothing moves, just the arm, like this. Okay. Once you've done that, then you can do the leg. So again, make sure it's switched on. Then stretch and extend the leg backwards, and you make sure you switch on the muscle. Okay, just squeeze all the muscle in the leg to switch on the low back and everything. Okay, a couple of breaths there. Back to neutral. Swap to the other side. Again, make sure you don't collapse. Keep your spine strong. A couple of breaths. Back to neutral. Then from here, we're going to do both arm and leg at the same time. So this is more advanced. So we're going to do the opposite arm and leg together. So this is working more your balance as well. It's a really great exercise for working the oblique muscles too. And from here, we're going to come back into the middle, touch the knee and the elbow together, and back up. Okay? So you can spend, a breath or 2 breaths in each position, and then swap over and do the other side as well. Okay, make sure extending and opening as well through there. Okay, so once you've done that, we've worked more the posterior chain, the muscle on the back of the spine and the legs, the glutes. We want to also work the front and the sides, the abdominals. So the easiest way to do this is with the plank. Okay, so starting on your front, on your elbows, this is the easiest position to go up onto your knees. So you just bring yourself into a plank position down to your knees. And you want to spend 30 seconds to a minute. A minute is ideal. And if that's easy, you can go to the feet. So actually lift up onto your feet. And if that's easy, then you can actually lift up onto your arms and feet at the same time. And hold that strong. Okay? So that's the front. Then we also want to do the side position. So again, start on your knees, keep your body nice and straight, lift up. Okay, and you spend 30 seconds a minute. If that's easy, you can then go to your feet as well, and then lift up from there. Okay, keep it nice and straight. If that's easy, you can go up onto the arm. Do it this way. Okay, to the other side as well. And if you find that's all pretty good, then you can combine the movements together. Okay, so we can start on the front, spend 30 seconds here, then you can rotate to the side, and then spend another 30 seconds here, come back to the middle, back to the other side. And it's a bit more dynamic and a bit more functional movement, which I find is much more beneficial for the strengthening the low back and also your balance and coordination.